So hello everyone. Today I would like to talk about the importance of movement and self-expression, and especially how it can impact our inner transformation. And this is very helpful, especially during difficult times or when we are lost or where we don't know what to do. And I want to share a little bit of my own story with you. I think that for a very long time I've been someone who was always into expressing myself in many different ways, starting with photography, expressing myself through visual means, and also through drawing. And then I also started in including movements such as dance and later on yoga. And I think all of these helped me so much in different phases of my life, and I really was able to tune in with my body and to really understand my feelings. And doing art, and in many different forms, as I already mentioned, whether it's visual arts or performing arts or yoga, I feel like it's something so special and something so important in our daily life, because it allows us to let go of anything that makes us suffer, and also it allows us to understand feelings that we might be experiencing, such as grief, sorrow, or maybe disappointment. I really think that everything that I've done so far has has helped me to be who I am right now. And without art, whether it's in the form of drawing or in the form of yoga or in the form of dance, I feel like I would have been really stuck wherever I was at that point. And uh, I suppose that in different moments of life we need different things. I was always really interested in visual arts, therefore I went to study photography, and then later on I wanted to go back to what used to be my childhood hobby, and that was drawing. And a couple of years ago I had this amazing journey with mandalas, and I was drawing mandalas pretty much every single day. And this allowed me to go inward a lot through drawing, and it allowed me to see what are my feelings, and it allowed me to process them as well. And this ability to be alone with a piece of paper, with my pen, and just being able to draw something within a circle was very powerful, and it really allowed me to see who I was truly, without any fears or without anything that I was associating with my previous experiences. And it also allowed me to move forward in my life. It was an absolutely empowering experience. And when it comes to movement, it has also been a very powerful part of my life. I started dancing about 10 years ago, and I got really obsessed with dancing a Brazilian dance called forró about maybe 5 years ago, or a little bit more. And dance became part of my part of my routine. I used to dance a few times a week, and it was something to relax the body and relax the mind, because dance was a kind of a meditation for me. And I have to say that it transformed a lot of different feelings, a lot of different tendencies or habits that I had within myself, or maybe I should say it transformed a lot of beliefs that I held about myself or about my life, and even about others. One of the things that I was able to transform through dance was just being able to let go, not always wanting to control things. And another one was actually being in a group of people who dance. And by being constantly in this group, I was able to transform my fear of being in a group, which I had for a very long time, from my early childhood to my mid-20s, I would say. And when it comes to yoga, I discovered yoga a while back, but I started practicing it regularly in 2016. And it was something for me that was between meditation and self-expression. I kind of found I found my happy medium there. It allowed me for this inner reflection, but also it allowed me to move my body. And I felt that it was very natural for me to do yoga, and it was also very natural for me to have this daily reflection during my yoga practice. And I just continued, and I have to say that in the last 4 years, yoga became part of my daily life, and now I really feel that it helps me to go back to my true essence, and it allows me to slow down when I feel that I have a lot of thoughts rushing through my mind. And it also allows me to have this kind of an activity during my day that is also transformative. I think a lot of the times we start doing things in our lives that are not good for us. It could be overeating or drinking alcohol or doing things that are not good for us, and we know deep down that they are not good for us. And a lot of the times we do it because we are bored, or maybe we are not sure what to do with our time, or how to reach out to people that we want to reach out to, or how to engage in a new activity. And I found that in those moments, when I feel a little bit maybe frustrated with the situation that I'm in, it could be that I have a little bit more time than normally, or vice versa, that I'm really busy. I try to find that little time for my yoga practice, and it helps me to reprioritize things. It helps me to calm down. It helps me to connect with my breath. It helps me to get my mind focused again. And as well, as I mentioned earlier on, it's a form of activity that isn't really aimed at maybe being an activity. It's more of a practice that helps us become the best version of ourselves. But it can really occupy our time in a very constructive way. So I found that I can do yoga anywhere. I can do yoga when I'm on holidays. I can do yoga during my lunch break, and I can do it in the morning, in the evening, and when I'm on the beach, or when I'm in a very small place in a room, rented room. So it really doesn't matter where you are. You don't need much to do it. So I really encourage everyone to explore different options of expressing themselves and connecting with the true essence of who you are as a human being. And we all have that light within our hearts, within our being, and we really need to awaken to that light to be able to shine. And I think that there is so many tools out there that are helping us to do so. So I really encourage that everyone tries out whatever they want to try out to find their path. And another one that I forgot to mention actually is journaling. This is something that I've been doing since I was a child, and I still do it. And writing your thoughts is such a powerful thing, as it can really clarify what you're feeling, and it also can help you clarify what are your goals, what are your priorities. And it's really great to go back to your entries in your diary, and just to see, you know, where you were a few months ago and where you are right now, and maybe see, is there something that you forgot about and that you ignored, that you really wanted to transform in your life, but you didn't quite you didn't quite had the courage to do it, and maybe now is the time to face it. So these are some of the tools that you can use to help yourself to be more connected with who you truly are. And I really encourage you to try them out. And soon I hope to share with you more on this. And meanwhile, if you have any questions about this, just let me know, and enjoy your journey with self-expression and movement. Namaste.